Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Thoughts and Corrupt Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 77, I want to say, of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 here on Retro Classics. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And on today's episode, we are going to be according to my notes, we're going to be finishing the Alfred run in solo mode, which so far has been the hardest of the solo mode runs, not gonna lie. Which is why we already have 5 hours on the run, although maybe I'm wearing my rose-tinted glasses a little bit, because we have a lot more time on the Zangetsu run, so... but... I don't know, well... It has and it hasn't. Like, certain aspects of it have been harder. Certain aspects have been easier, because Zangetsu did not have any upgrades. Which kind of plays into it. Mechanically, Alfred has been harder. And I think the only reason the time on this one is so much lower is because I've had more practice on the solo mode now, or the single mode as they call it. I keep wanting to call it solo mode, and that is not what it's called. But yeah, I think we're on the final stage. As you can see, like, the thumbnail image is the same as the previous ones. It just doesn't have a clear icon on it because, yeah, we haven't finished or even really started the last stage. Last episode was kind of ridiculously long, but I wanted to keep it that way because that's actually how it went, you know? And yeah, I think that's where most of the time came from on... Because here's the difference. The bosses on the Zangetsu run were harder. Partially because you didn't have any of those upgrades, so you can't use as many sub-weapons. You can't make... Zangetsu is usually very good at taking out bosses. And he's a good default character. But just getting through the stages was hell with him, because of those lack of upgrades. So there were a couple episodes where we didn't actually finish a stage, and so I had to come back later and try it again. And it was kind of the opposite problem with Alfred. Like, the stages weren't as bad, because, you know, he's got Fire Shield that is, like, instrumental in a lot of things. He can freeze certain enemies. He had those weapon point upgrades, so you could use his spells more frequently. But yeah, he's garbage for bosses, for the most part. Unless you can find his super spell, which I didn't see anywhere in any of the stages, at least areas I could access. I think they're probably there on some of the maps, but nowhere I could access. So, and as a quick reminder. Well, actually, we'll go over what's next, like once we actually finish this, because I probably won't actually be beating this in today's episode. And that's part of the reason I made the last episode so long, is because, like, we're going on 80 episodes of this. This series, which initially I thought was gonna be like maybe 50 episodes, like 40 or 50. And as I mentioned before, I did want to give Boss Rush like a go, which initially I said we weren't going to do because it's not required for anything in the campaign, which is correct, but it is part of the game, and I do want this to be a complete series, really, that goes over everything this game has to offer. So ignoring Boss Rush just because it's a mode I don't usually enjoy, it would be kind of doing a disservice to the hard work that Inti Creates and Artplay did for the game. So, like mostly Inti Creates, from what I've heard, Artplay was not really involved all that much. It's mostly Inti Creates. But yeah, it is a new recording day for me, and this is my first episode of the day, and I don't have to record anything else. So this is, I have a good feeling about this session, because I can just like lock in and focus on the task at hand. And yeah, as far as future episodes, I'll talk about what's next after we finish this, so. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. Like, we got all 6 available upgrades, and like as I usually do on this stage, I'm just gonna do recon at first, so let's start off with the fire shield. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. There's no way I can freeze the ball, right? That was really early. I feel like fire shield is gonna be the way to go. Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, I can't turn back. Fucking hell. I feel like I need the freeze for some of the enemies up here. Like for these fuckers, I don't think the fire shield's the way to go. His lack of range too is going to be a problem. I again, I think I need the freeze. Yeah, I was gonna say those guys can drop hearts. I feel like Fire Shield here is the only answer. Oh, fuck, that's not good. Do I really want that? I don't want that. I mean, I could see how it would be helpful. Yeah, this is kind of similar to how... Oh wait, I can just freeze the big guy, right? I think so? Oh, there's points right there. Did I feel like I didn't know about that. Yeah. I feel like the freeze is the way to go for the early parts. And then these parts, the fire shield. Fuck. Wow. I'm a little bit out of practice, guys, because it's, last time I recorded this was like 2 weeks ago? Oh, he can't even reach. Wow. Yeah, of course not. Let me grab that. Thank you. Oh yeah, I mentioned this before. No, well, he has no way to get up there. So it doesn't matter. I feel like that might have been a mistake. No, fire shield here would be, yeah, the way to go, because he'll... I think it protects against those guys. Yeah. There we go. No. That's gotta be ice, right? Yeah. This has gotta be fire shield, right? Oh, we can hit the checkpoint, jeez. Oh wait, no, this is the room with the demon. So yeah, freeze is still the way to go. Shit. Fuck, really? Are you shitting me? Okay, so that's out of reach, but I don't think it's a problem, because if he's off screen... Oh, fuck. This has to be fire shield. Yeah. What the... Okay. Okay, yeah, that was not that bad. Honestly, I thought that was gonna be way worse, but then I was like, nah, that's typically how it goes for Alfred. Like, the stages are rough, and the bosses are hell. Like, I don't think freezing is the way to go. And of course there's no super spell, why would there be? That would just be easy mode for Alfred. But yeah, now we're in guaranteed 1-up territory, so not a problem. I feel like he needs this, right? Like, it's gotta be the duplicate thing. Unless Fire Shield? No, Fire Shield doesn't protect against the bugs. Right? I think so. I mean, he's not, his reach is garbage, so I feel like he needs the Shadow Clone shit. I really feel like he does. Like, more so than the other characters. Fuck. Because yeah, if they gave you the ultimate spell right at the end, I don't feel like this would be a fair fight. Like, it's just the boss, like, cheat code spell, essentially. So yeah, this is probably gonna take a while. Fuck. Yeah, I need to figure out this first phase. Somehow the capture got desynced. I don't know how that happened, so hold on. There we go. feel like using the Shadow Clone thing is the only answer. It's just a matter of like how to use it like properly, you know? I was hoping maybe that was the ticket. But I guess not. Okay, so you can just walk past him when he's frozen. Interesting. So actually, I'm starting to think ice is the way to go, because I don't think you can beat him in one pass, which is... what the fuck? What the fuck? That was weird. Like, I feel like I need to get behind him. So you already fired that off, so the next one is down? Oh. Okay. Then just do this, and... huh. Shit, what was the next one? Fuck. Right, I can just... yeah, you can just walk right through them. Okay. Okay. So that's different than how most frozen enemies respond. Because they just act like barriers, but also platforms. So I feel like on this one, you just have to play it safe until the whatchamacallit shows up. Oh, we can still hit like that. Okay. Okay, so that's... I didn't realize that was going to be on the table. Left one. It's the bugs from the opposite side. Why that didn't hit. Okay, he's doing this one. So I feel like this is the chance to get the duplicate. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I kind of wasted that, not entirely. Because I got the sub-weapon I need. Fuck. Well, I think I'm screwed? Yeah, I'm screwed. Yeah, because I couldn't get back. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Start with the ice thing, use that to get behind him on the first phase without taking damage, which I did fuck up. And then switch to the Shadow Clone in the second phase. That's gotta be the way. Like, honestly, I don't see a different way to do this. Yeah, the Shadow Clone on the first phase would definitely be the better DPS, but I need to figure out the mechanics here a little bit better. Oh shit. Oh, I can just skip to this part. Right, so that's the same. Fuck. fuck that up. Just jump back. Alright. Then freeze him. And... again, the main issue is his lack of range. I did not see what he had geared up. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the easiest one to dodge, so that's good. Okay, freeze him again. Jump over. Just play it smart, play it cool. Not bad, only took one hit. It's just like, you can only take 2 hits. Like, even with all the upgrades. So you just gotta be careful. And he seems to be in a set pattern, at least for the first part, until he does like the lasers. Because he always starts with the right hand, and then the bugs. Sometimes I get the hit there, sometimes I don't. It's fine, doesn't matter. Okay, so sometimes... okay, he's doing those first. Okay. And that. He's doing the rocks from the other side. Bugs from the opposite side. Get those cheeky hits in when I can. I don't know how that missed, but okay. Now this one, which you pretty much always want to drag into the middle. I'm just doing the safe bit. Okay, what the... that might have been the right call. Yep. Okay. Okay, lower one first. Okay, that's bad. That's gonna... maybe, yep. Way off. Okay. Oh shit, you're doing this. Oh, fuck. Well, that sucks. I forgot. I guess... in that situation, if I still have my Shadow Clone going, and he's about to do that, probably reset the Shadow Clone to be the close one, so it doesn't land the sword in the wrong spot, honestly. Because it's definitely easier to deal with that one if you just go, the middle. Because he's gonna take out a block, but like... the middle block is the easiest one to not have. And I'm just gonna start with one of those. Oh shit, he hasn't even... okay, that's fine. Doesn't change what he does. Actually, that went better than last time. Right about here. Jump away from it. Freeze him. Then bam. Just 2 hits and move back. Shit. Of course, make sure your attack timings are good. Sometimes 3 if you're feeling cheeky. Oh, he continues. Okay. Well, that's different. So if you can, don't interrupt his, I guess if you interrupt his, things. I don't even know what to call those. Swarms of bugs, I guess? He'll just continue it. So typically wait for like when the next one is telegraphed, or just, you know, if you do interrupt his thing, like, yeah, you still gotta pay attention to his attacks. And this one's not too bad, it's just about being smart with your sub-weapons. First. That one's just hard because there's like so little telegraphing to it. You want to get those early attacks so you don't have like recovery when you get back up. Okay, so it's this one, so middle. Hit that, and immediately drop down and grab it, because he's gonna do this. Followed, whoops, shit. Okay, that's bad. Not even gonna worry about trying to get an attack in. Whoa, jeez. Fuck. Thankfully... Didn't matter. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, after... I don't know for sure, but I think after the second laser... Actually, wait. Does he always alternate on the hands? Because he starts with the right. I think he does. Because I'm pretty sure after that attack, I think he did the left hand as well. Okay, so this was definitely better. Move. Oh shit, no. Fuck. That's fine. Because I can just walk under him. It was a little far back. It's the easy one to dodge, thankfully. All the way to the other side and freeze. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Died in almost exactly the same way, so I would say yes, he always does it on the left right there. Alright. Pretty sure I got it now. Just that I just can't fuck up my jumps. Absolutely screwed me over there at the end. And it seems like whenever he's at half or lower health, he does the big, whatever you want to call it. Like Reaper slash, I guess. Hells yeah, dog. Got him. Fucking. It's like, I'm too old for this shit. What the fuck? Oh, that was fucking harrowing. Again, I think Sengetsu's was worse. Like, for the levels, like the levels were more brutal. And like the last couple stages, man, that can make or break. That was like the stage and the boss for stage 7 was super rough for Alfred. Stage 8, not that bad, honestly. Like, especially if you've already done it with Sengetsu, like, it was like, granted, if I chose to do him first, things would have been different, but like, yeah, especially without something like super useful for bosses, you know, like, granted, Alfred has the boss killer spell, like the crazy go everywhere lightning thing, like, it's just not accessible in single mode. So yeah, and he definitely is not as bad because you can get both the health upgrades and the defense upgrades, so like without those, this would have been the worst by far. Like, the only reason it's not is because he can get all the upgrades and Zangetsu couldn't get any of them. So like, yeah. But yeah, folks, once again, the timer glitched out. I think this is maybe a longer one, but I'm not entirely sure. But we did it, and so yeah, so now Zangetsu, because there's a total of 7 characters. So we have, right? Dominique, Miriam, 3, Robert, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. So I think we just have Miriam and Jeeble left, right? Because I said we were kind of doing the OG cast last. So we started with Sengetsu, then did Hachi, then did Robert, then Dominique. So the original cast is done. And Alfred is now done. And honestly, the last 2, I don't think they're going to be as bad. Like, I think it's going to be, by comparison, pretty easy peasy. I did mention I wanted to do Miriam's last. But as a palate cleanser for something a little easier, we're going to do Jeeble next. And then we'll do Miriam's run. But yeah, so far I'm guessing, like, I don't know if they're going to be in different spots. Like, this is going to be interesting because Jeeble has access to pretty much all of the shortcuts or alternate paths, like the hard paths. I don't think they're required. I'm guessing for single mode, the upgrades are going to be in the same locations. But I don't know. We'll see. For shits and giggles, I might go through some of the hard paths. I don't think it'll be worth it, honestly. But he'll definitely be able to get all the upgrades. At least if they're in the same locations that they were for Alfred. And actually, let me... because one thing I didn't check, let me load up Alfred's real quick. Yeah, so it's only showing the standard 6, so I think that's the ticket. Like, so far, it seems to be pretty consistent that there's 6 available upgrades. So I think that's probably true for everyone, except Zangetsu, because he can't access them. But yeah, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Well, I mean, he can't access them unless there's like some secret sauce, like, way of playing Zangetsu single mode with Ultimate Zangetsu. Like, I don't think there is. But maybe? Like, maybe doing all this stuff in Boss Rush? Or something? I don't know. Or maybe after doing all the single modes? I've really no idea. Because honestly, I've never completed this game to this extent before. So a lot of this is new to me as well. Even though I love this game, I've played it a lot. Yeah, some of this is actually, like, new. In like, to me. I've never done it, so. I also find it interesting, the copyright stuff down there. The Art Play and Integrates thing, like, there's no year on it. Like, the game came out in 2020, but it doesn't list that, which I thought is kind of interesting, kind of strange. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Of course, before we get going, it is time for the outro. Special thanks, updates, all that jazz. And a very special thank you going out to the amazing people who helped make it possible, the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novelis Draconis, Aaron Schick, Outler, and Nameless. Thank you all so very much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. Very much appreciate it, and it is very much optional. So you guys are extra awesome for doing so. And if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. If you know what I'm talking about, there's no join button for you. That can happen for various reasons. But there's also a link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member that will do the same thing. But yeah. Basically, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote in the series get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, we will have one coming up for March 2026. It's probably going to be the last week of the month because we have the next series lined up for pretty much everything right now except Skyrim. But Skyrim is going to be a chunky series, so there's really no rush on that. So the March one will probably be something stream related. I'll keep you guys updated on that, but this is an approximation of future updates from the past. So if you want all the updates as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I got you. The bell does not work for me, but there are 4 other ways you can stay up to date. We have the post tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But that is going to do it for today, so thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you have yourself a glorious day.